think, right off the bat, emotionally we were kind of struggling a little bit and getting back in it. They hit us pretty hard early and got a lead. We couldn't make a shot. That's always good. But it very much was a typical Western Southern Illinois game. I thought it was very physical. I thought the guys were battling out there. I thought, once again, I thought the game was won in the paint for the most part. And, we got out-rebounded big. They were physical, and they did it. That's a very lopsided stat to see after the game, 42-22, to come out with a win. But I did think our ball pressure was where it needed to be, and I thought our help side defense was really good.
I feel that maybe for the first time this year, you guys really played for each other after the early part of the game.
Yeah, I think so. I really do. We talked a lot about the help side because of Teague being such a monster in there, and they did a good job a couple times. The times they did score to Teague over the top, we were a little late getting to that help side, but for the most part, I thought we took a lot of charges, and we were in position to take a lot of charges. So you're looking at your rotation, and you're excited about where you are right now, and that's been up and down for us. But deflections, ball pressure, and a lot of guys stepping up, a lot of guys impacting the game. So it was exciting to be on the sideline and come up on that side of it after such a deficit early.
Emotionally, though, do you feel like this was one of the first times in a while that these guys kind of went out and hit each other's back and didn't
I think so,
cave?
and that's part of the process, the building process. You don't have that from day one unless you really have a veteran team. So as guys settle in to roles and guys get more used to competition, expectations, all that stuff kind of rolls into the process. And tonight we took a step forward.
Coach, what about also Brandon Peterson, also his role going forward now that Brown will be with you guys?
Well, he put himself out there, and it's great to see. He's been struggling a little bit. He had a really good first probably 6 weeks, and he's going through that freshman lull a little bit. But tonight and the last couple of days, he's been better. And I thought he answered the bell big time for us tonight. We've really been struggling with just the simple plays. I thought he played with great composure and great pace. Made a lot of plays. Was good on the defensive end. He stepped up. And if there's a game ball going to someone, I think it goes to snap. So I was really proud of him.
Do you like him in that point guard type role? I guess he'd bring the ball up quickly for you guys
Tonight.
Yeah. Going forward, do you like him doing that?
We had to look at it, and it worked out. And really not surprised he did so well, but pleasantly surprised that he worked the whole game. He really orchestrated the whole game, and he doesn't even know the plays at the point. That's how good a job he does, and people don't realize because the numbers were a little low, and he had to step up, and we haven't been playing well, take care of the ball. I was really excited for him.
You said you wanted somebody at that position, who was consistent, not necessarily a world beater, but that got things done. Obviously just one performance, but what you've seen from him in the past, and how he plays, is that something you could see from him potentially down the road?
I do. I think we have a lot of guys that can score the basketball. I think Caden Dickerson's really developing into a player, and I think Sergio obviously has always scored the ball. Pet, Juan, you got Khalil coming in. You've got a lot of guys that can score the basketball. With our struggles, you want someone that can just get you down into an offense, get the ball where it needs to be on the floor, distribute. And that's all we asked Snap to do tonight, just kind of run the show and take care of the ball, play at his own pace, not get sped up, and just did a wonderful job.
They obviously have the size advantage, in the paint, but especially defensively in the second half. You guys seem like to do a really good job of keeping them really contained underneath and not letting them get decent buckets.
Well, I think that's the team part. I think that's probably the part you're most excited about as a coach and a coaching staff, is that it couldn't be a one-man job. Now, I said the player of the game ball should go to Snap, but Pet dragging all day long and battling all day long with Teague, who's a monster. That's tough. That's really tough. But he had to have great help side, great teammates, and he could also get the game ball as well, Pet, just for battling with the big fella.
Given that you guys have struggled on the floor and had some off-court stuff too the last couple weeks, how big is this going forward? We talked about turning points maybe in the season and all that sort of thing. How big is this to get an emotional kind of win like this?
I think it's really important. I think, once again, this game, for whatever reason, the timing of it was great. We were able to illustrate the last 2 years exactly what this game meant to us. Even in a loss last year, we just weren't playing with enough energy, but we really turned it up and gave ourselves a chance to win against a good team. You can say off-court. Off-court sounds kind of bad. I mean, we're maturing and progressing, maybe not as quickly as sometimes people want to, but we're getting better. And tonight we took a step forward because we got down. We didn't drop our heads. We actually fought back. We had good team defense. We made some shots. Stephon Pettigrew, I wanted to give him a hug after he made that three. I was so excited for him, and he came over during that break in time and said, "It's about time," and we laughed about it. And it's good to see him doing that and have that confidence back. And I ran plays for him all day to get the ball and shoot the ball because I have that much confidence in him.
Like, how big was it to start? You guys had so many turnovers last few games to cut those down. I mean, how much that showed, maybe the strides you guys are taking in that area?
It was big. First of all, for our coaching staff stressor level, that's the first thing. We were just inventing ways to turn it over after being a team that could handle pressure a little bit early and didn't make silly plays. They seemed to have a bug almost. It was almost contagious. And tonight we shook it, and obviously a lot because of Snap Peters coming in and just being calm, taking his time and being strong. You have to be strong at the point. I thought Mike Gabbert came in and did some good things. I thought Jamal started and got us some open shots in transition. He's just got to continue to play stronger and get that confidence back. So it was big. We wouldn't have won the game getting out rebounded 20 rebounds if we don't turn up the heat and also just take care of the ball, give ourselves a chance.
A lot of guys that maybe were lacking confidence. Do you feel like the outlook going forward for them all of a sudden gets a lot brighter here at this point?
Yeah, you can't get too high, you can't get too low. Even if we had lost this game, we knew it was going to be a battle. I told the team before the game I thought it'd be a 2-possession game. And, the other thing, they came back and made some threes. We made a couple mistakes, and I know everyone was thinking, same thing as the South Carolina game. And, but we finished it. We actually got some stops. We had 2 really good defensive possessions in that 1 to 2 minute stretch that we really needed to have because Southern Illinois stepped up and made some plays. So you're happy about that as well. You
have any comment about Ken Brown's dismissal?
It's pretty much out there. The situation it really is unfortunate, and we have to move forward and continue to understand what an opportunity each student athlete has here at WKU. So it's important to kind of think about that in those terms. And we hope good things for him and want him to go on from this and do good things. So that's about it.
Thanks.